What's good, y'all? It's Monster Chappie. We're back for another Madden 13 gameplay, and today we're taking the Redskins, taking on the New Orleans Saints, and we're going to go ahead and try to establish this ground attack between Alfred Morris and Mr. RG3 himself, since the Saints have a weaker defense and the Redskins have a dominant rushing attack. But in this video, there's a few things I want to talk about. Maybe I've talked about them before, but one of them is going to be adjustments. And, you know, not repeating the same thing. And then the other thing is going to be you have to play the full game. You can't take a drive off. You can't take a series off. And right there, we trip on our lineman, so we're unable to get that pass in there on time. And then the very next play, he finds his man. We tried to go for the safety. Played way too aggressive. And he made us pay for it there. Can't even lie. But, now, what I was talking about earlier, well, the first thing I want to talk about is basically not running the same thing over and over and over. Sometimes you will find success with the play, but if you continue to keep on running that same exact play with the exact same setup, offensively or defensively, eventually your opponent's going to pick up what you're doing. You know, they're going to figure it out. They're going to figure out how to attack it. And then you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you don't have something else you can go to. And if you keep sticking to it and they keep countering it and you just keep getting beat, you know, what's the real point of that? You know, you're not even playing football. You're not playing smart. It's definitely time to make an adjustment. And that's what's going to happen with this guy here. You know, it's going to be a real good game for the most part. And then, you know, he starts getting predictable. You know, again, he started throwing them curls, a lot of out routes on the outside. So we go ahead and change our outside corner to a purple or a hook zone. So we get the interception there. And then he has a lot of success, you know, bringing the blitzes and things like that. He did a really good job stopping the read option, actually. So, you know, kudos to him for that. But, you know, he's mixing in the coverages right now. You know, a lot of max coverage defense, usually a two-man rush with the spy, which is a pretty common thing. And, again, as I've said before, the two-man rush from the outside is better than the D-tackle. And then we get stopped on a freaking 4th and 1 on the QB sneak. And he finds us on that same exact slant for the second time. And he gone again. But this time we got to get the ball back to Alfred Morris' hands. When the offense isn't cooking, you got to go back to what you know. And that's what we're doing now. So right now this kid is continuously sitting in the coverage defense, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that if it's working. But once it stops working, you definitely need to change it up. You definitely need to switch it. You definitely need to make an adjustment right here. We make an adjustment. We put Helu in just to get a little bit more speed out there so we can really hit that edge hard and really force him to pay. And then what else you're seeing on this drive is that we're really trying to milk that clock down as much as possible, you know, trying to get him to use his timeouts, trying to get that clock as low as possible so he doesn't have any time to score. First drive, first play coming back, still in that first half, and right here is the essential list of playing every series, not taking a series off, and not making no mistakes at any time during the game, because even though there was only 20 seconds left, he ends up throwing a pick on that first play, and we actually end up with a 7-point lead. So we go down from down 7 to up 7 within, you know, a few seconds. You know, we made that 14-point rotation, 14-point swing, and he gets ball at half. So, you know, rather if he would have just, you know, not got that interception, went into half, you know, he leads the possession battle. But then he ended up losing the possession battle. He was up 2 with the possession battle. He lost 1 when we scored. Then he lost it again when he got that turnover and we scored again. So, you know, he basically gave up 2 free possessions to me in that scenario. And right here, Santana Moss. Woo! Santana went absolutely beast mode on that catch right there. That was amazing. But again, those possession battles are critical. Possession battles are key. And now he's kind of getting out of sync because he's lost the lead. And he's down 14. You know, he's kind of forcing some passes down there. So this is what I'm talking about, how games can really head to the ugly before you even realize it. And, you know, even though it's a good game, you know, it can still head to the ugly. And right here, he's starting to mix in the blitz now. Now he's pretty much predominantly running this blitz, and as you're going to see, we're going to adjust to that as well. And once we make that adjustment is when, you know, it's really going to wrap this game up. So Again, it's about mixing it up. Perhaps if he would have mixed that blitz in a little bit earlier, mixed in the coverage when he started blitzing, and stuff like that, just kind of mixed them up instead of just going one. Basically started the game off in coverage, went all coverage, and then in this next, end of this game, towards the end of it, he went pretty much all blitz. And, this right here, Santana, oh, get off of me. I'm gonna score today. Woo! Santana will not be denied, I guess is the message he's trying to send. And yeah, that's it, man. That is the main purpose of this video. And the main message I want to get to you guys: you have to play out every possession, every series, no matter how much time is on the clock, and try to win that possession battle as much as possible. And right here, this is pretty much going to wrap this game up. Again, he's bringing that heavy blitz, gives us the exact same look, and we're just giving him that fade with the pass lead inside because it's one-on-one. And then we get a deep blue over the top here. Mr. Wilson gets an interception right here. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap this game up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Be sure to subscribe for more. And we gone desync time. But yeah, man. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed the gameplay and enjoyed the tips. And until the next time, this your boy Monster Chappie. Be looking forward to some more tips coming out tonight. We are out of here. Y'all take care.